Hello everyone, welcome to BrotherJet Training Center. Today we are going to make a training for the BR T-shirt printer, which is based on Epson 4880 model. This training will last for around 30 minutes, and there will be mainly 4 parts. First part will be the preparation work. The second part will be the introduction of the machine, and next part will be the installation of the machine. And the fourth part will be the printing training. So that's all for the 4 parts. Okay, so firstly we have to check what we have or what you have when the machine arrives there after unpackage the machine. So firstly you have to see the machine and to see everything is well and if there's any obvious damage. And then you have to see if you have this toolbox. And normally we have this. This is the toolbox here, and the toolbox, because all the tools and the softwares and the drivers are here. So here in this package we have one piece of power cable, and then it will be software. This is the CD driver, and this is our RIP software dongle. And so this one should be one package, and then there will be a resetter. This is resetter for cartridge. This is resetter for the cartridges, one piece. And then there will be a USB cable along with the machine. And then there will be some ink tools. So this kind of tool is for cleaning or for dropping the clean liquid into the pump station. And these are for the ink foiling. I mean for the ink filling. When you are making the ink foiling. So totally there will be 8 pieces. So I will put it back here. Oh, by the way, for this CD, it's better to copy all the information into the computer first, just in case of damage for the CD. And this is the toolbox, and then you have to check if you have ink with you. And as you see from the t-shirt printing, it will be water-based pigment ink. So in the label, it should be BRT ink. So basically, you have to check whether the ink model or type are right. So there will be normally, for this machine we're working with, we can work with double 4 colors or 4 color and plus white. So in this way, there will be, this machine we're working will be the 5 colors. That will K, M, C, Y, and then it will be the white. So this is white ink. The white ink is just in a white bottles, and then it will be cleaning liquid here. This cleaning liquid here for keeping the ink system or to clean the ink system, including the pump and the head. Okay, so totally this is what you have, or this is another thing which is very important. This is the heat press, or you can call it heat plate, and this thing is used for finishing the printing. After printing, we have to make a heat press to speed up the drying time after printing, and also make the durability more stable. Okay, and normally BrotherJet is providing this along with the machines, but it's optional. Maybe you have this already in your stock. If you have, then just forget it. Okay, so this is all for what we have already along with the machines. Okay, so next part will be very important part. That will be the jig. I mean the holders for t-shirt printing. Normally we have 1 or 2 or 3 jigs along with the machine. As you know that this machine can handle 3 different pieces of jigs, and the jig size here is 30 centimeters, and then it will be 40 centimeters. So it depends on how many jigs you order from us with our sales representative. So this is very important for what you have, and that's for all. We are going to make an introduction and also testing for this machine before we fill inks. As you see that this machine working size is 42 by 105. centimeters working area, and it is stem motor driving. Also, you have to check if your ink order is right. K, T, M, Y, or white, if this is right. And also, you have to check whether here is very stable or everything, or if there's any damage on this part. So the next part will be the machine introduction of this printer. I mean, before the operation, we have to make a common knowledge for this machine too. This machine is mainly built by two parts. The first part will be the printing system. I mean, the printing system means this whole area. Like this, you know that this machine is based on Epson, and Epson machines. This is based on 480 model. You have to see the full things. For this machine, for the printing system, we have mainly three parts. The first part will be ink system. Ink system including the printer head here. This is the printer head. This is the printer head here. And then it will be the ink pump here. And this is the ink tube. Ink tube is connecting to the dampers. And the ink tube connecting here is with the cartridges. This is the cartridge here, and so this is the whole thing for ink pump for the ink system. And another thing will be the control panel. Control panel here, we have several different buttons. The first button will be the power button. Then this is the pause button and delete button. Here will be the function buttons here for this model. And also, so this is for the printing system. The next part will be for the machine movement system. Movement system including the control panel here. This is the control panel. Control panel means all off, on, up, down, forward, back. Forward means the table will just move out. The back means the table will move back. Off means it's the power off or it's power on. Up means that the printing system will be up or down. So this is for control system. The next part will be the power connection area. So this is for ground wire. And also before you connect the power, you have to check. You have to check the label here if it is 220 voltage or 110 voltage because it's very important for you, or the machine might be damaged. But normally there's no problem. So you have to communicate with yourself before you buy this machine. And also here will be the up-down system. Up-down system, and when just press up or down, it will be moving. And also here, one important thing. This is a USB port here. 小齐记得把这个放到前面去。This is the USB port. So that's all for machine introduction before you make the operation or connect the power. So that's all. Okay, next part we are going to make machine testing without ink first. And firstly, you have to connect the power cable. So after the connection of the the power cable, you can just turn on the button here, and the control panel will be, it will be flashing or it will display something off, on, up, down, forward and back. And also, so now that means this machine is ready. The movement is ready to work. Then we will have to check. Let's firstly press back to check. Okay, so it's working fine. And then I will make another test for forward. Okay, then we will make a test for up down. First up. Well, it's moving, but it's very slow. That's right, because for the up down, the speed is very slow. Just to avoid any problem and make the machine more stable. Okay, so up and down, forward and back, they are working very well. So there is no problem. We have to make it back. Okay, so the next part for testing will be the printing system. Before we turn on the power here, we have to move out the the locker for the carriage here. You can see here, this plate, we have to unlock it. Take it away. Okay, so after unlocking this part, we can turn on the power. Well, because the light is showing, please wait. Well, normally the first start will last around 2 to 3 minutes, so we have to wait for some time. So now it shows ready, then it's perfect. Your printer is ready to print. So that means there's no problem for the ink system and for the movement system after long trip from China to anywhere, in your areas. So this is the part for testing, and we are going to make next part. Next part will be the printing test without inks. Okay, so after the printing test without ink, now we are ready to fill ink into the machine. And now, firstly, we have to, you have this kind of tool, and then you can see on the cartridge there are rubbers. So there are two rubbers, big one and small one. And for this, we have to take the big one out first, and then we have to make it this way, and just a few ink. I will not fill ink this time. Just a few until it is full, because you can see it here. It's actually transparent, or it's clear. And after filling ink, you have to take this away and do the same to the C and Y and the white. Do the same, but after doing this, you have to keep all the small rubbers off. Why? Because if the palm is sucking ink from the ink cartridge, if there is no air, the ink will not flow. So after we put ink into the ink cartridges, normally you can put it totally full. The totally full will be around 440 millimeters. Okay, after filling ink into the cartridges, we are going to make the ink fouling, power cleaning, just to make ink from the cartridge into the head part and the ink pump part. So firstly, we are going to press one time for menu, and then down for 4 times, and then menu again, and then down 2 times, and then menu again, and then yes, menu. Okay, so the next part will be the nozzle checking. But firstly, we have to wet all the whole working table by the paper. You have the A2 side paper. You can just wipe from the 10 centimeters around here, from the front to the back, because first the 10 centimeters is useless. Okay, then we have to adjust the height between the table and the printing system. So we'll make it down. Okay, so for the next part, we're going to make a noodle check after wiping the table. So here we will just press the noodle check. Okay, so you can see the patterns, the patterns for noodle check. Actually, K, C, M, Y. Here is white, 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 white. Because white paper cannot see, but it's there. So in this way, if the noodle patterns is like very full line like this, then you are ready to print. Okay, so this is the first printing test. When you have the machine, we will have to make the testing for each machine by this artwork.